Hi everybody, good afternoon. My name is Justin.
Adnan. Humberto. Zach.
So let me ask y'all, when y'all leave home in the morning, what do you take with you? Personally, I remember taking my phone, my keys, and my wallet. Some days, I forget to bring my wallet, and those are the worst days, because I can't buy anything, and it just sucks. It just sucks not to have your wallet around, right? So, luckily, the good people at Apple have created something called Apple Pay. You might have all heard it before, but it just recently was released with the new iPhone 6. So today we're going to talk about what exactly is Apple Pay, how it works, setting it up, and the impact on business and retailers alike. So this is an overview of what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Apple Pay, technology, setting up Apple Pay, and of course retailers and partners, along with a bunch of benefits and disadvantages of Apple Pay. So what exactly is Apple Pay? It's Apple's new mobile payment service. You can compare it to something like Google Wallet, right? Currently it's for the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus, and for the future it's coming for the Apple Watch as well. Also, in the near future they're going to put it on the iPads as well. All the iPads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their aim is to ultimately replace your wallet, so you don't have to. So if you get your wallet like me, you still have money on your phone or whatever Apple product you use. Over the first 72 hours of the launch of Apple Pay, over 1 million people have subscribed their credit and debit cards, which I think is very successful. Now I'm going to throw it to Zach. I'm going to talk about technology.
Alright. The technology behind Apple Pay is really nothing new. It's been around in different other devices for a few years now. The first part is a near-field communication, or NFC. All the new iPhone 6s come with an NFC chip, which the way it communicates is that you just pretty much bring your phone up to like within inches of the terminal at the store you're purchasing your stuff from. If they're not equipped with the NFC terminal, your Apple Pay is useless. Next part is tokenization. This pretty much means that once you scan your card into your phone, that your card number will never be in a merchant's hands again. So you don't have to worry about like the Home Depot thing, the Target thing getting hacked. That you don't have to worry about that anymore. They give you like Visa. Once you're using a Visa card, Visa you'll get approved and it'll send you a number that is different than your card, but it's connected. So that they're not going to get your name, your expiration date, the 3 digits on the back of the card, and your card number, or if you're using a debit card, they're not going to get your PIN. So the only thing you have is a generated number that will be useless to hackers or anybody that wants to steal your stuff. The third part, the last part, is Touch ID, which has been around. People that have phones know that it's used like as a PIN to update your phone or purchase apps and do stuff like that. It's also like your security code to unlock your phone. So what this means is that people steal your card and they can use all they need is your PIN number for your debit card, or just they don't even need anything, a gas pump stuff, just swipe it and they're good to go. But now they're going to actually need your fingerprint is the only way that you can purchase something with your Apple Pay. There's no other way for people to steal your stuff or do anything.
I'm going to explain how to set up an account with Apple Pay, how to use it, advantages and disadvantages for end consumers. To set up an account on Apple Pay, the first step is to download the iOS service. iOS includes Apple Pay, so whenever you upgrade your phone, it will be inside of Passbook, which is another app. Once you have Apple Pay, your card on your iTunes will transfer automatically to Apple Pay, so it's really convenient. But if you don't have an account on iTunes, you can access Apple Pay and include up to 8 cards. It's very easy. You can even use your phone camera to upload cards, so it's very convenient. The third step will be receiving a confirmation every time you upload a credit card. That will tell you that the credit card is successfully being uploaded to Apple Pay. Now I'm going to talk about how to use Apple Pay. There are 2 places you can use Apple Pay. There are retail stores and online. I'm just going to focus on retail. In retail stores, you have to perform 4 basic steps. The first one will be approaching a point of sale. Once you approach a point of sale, your phone will light up and Apple and Passbook will open automatically. The second one will be choosing the card. Since Apple Passbook is open, you just tap the card that you want to choose. And the third step will be holding down the phone next to the device, and then placing your finger on the Touch ID. That will allow a payment to proceed. The fourth step will be receiving a confirmation, which is a slight vibration of the phone and a beep sound. I'm going to talk about some advantages. It's very fast and convenient. It's more secure because of the tokenization technology. It's also convenient because you can have 8 cards in one device. And if you happen to lose your phone, you can access Find My iPhone app and just freeze your phone instead of having to call 8 different banks or canceling 8 different cards, which is more convenient. Some disadvantages are that you rely on the battery of your device, so whenever you run out of battery, you cannot make any payment. It's also only available in USA for the moment, and because it's a new technology, only many stores do not accept Apple Pay at this point in time. There are some glitches that have happened with companies, but it's not something that you might concern because they're working on it.
Okay, so Apple Pay, obviously, to get into the business world, needs to partner up with retailers and banks. So the 3 major credit card companies that Apple Pay has teamed up with right now are Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. Retailers also include Macy's, Walmart, Target, Walgreens, McDonald's, and Bloomingdale's and other places like this. So how does Apple Pay make money? Basically what it does is Apple Pay has struck deals with three major banks, such as Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and it's also tapped into the Federal Credit Union banks as well. Now, Apple reportedly makes 0.15% of every purchase made. So if your purchase was about $100, Apple would only make 15 cents of that. Credit card companies still pay very minimal fees, but it's not anything substantial. So obviously there are also advantages and disadvantages with Apple Pay for business owners. Now it primarily affects small businesses in terms of disadvantages, but some of the advantages for all businesses are increased security for your customers. So if you provide Apple Pay, it would provide a sense of security towards your customers, and it would probably drive them to buy more things at your establishment. So basically it uses what Zach talked about, the NFC and the EMV chips. EMV chips are not in the US right now, but they will be implementing them in all credit card banks by October 2015. EMV chips are the Euro, MasterCard, Visa, and they're pretty much using them in everywhere else in the world except the US, kind of like the metric system. There's also an opportunity to compete. Basically, Apple has already enlisted 83% of credit card distributors, and over 220,000 merchants are already ready to accept Apple Pay. A problem for small businesses is if big box merchants get it, small businesses will have to follow. The availability of equipment is also there in big businesses and small businesses because they already have the NFC required to read the EMV chips that Apple Pay uses. And obviously it's a simpler payment environment for everyone because credit card companies don't have to give out the information, and obviously, as Umberto already explained, it's a simple touch and go. There are also disadvantages with small businesses. One major glitch that has happened is the Bank of America glitch, and anybody who's had Bank of America and has used Apple Pay at one point had double charges showing up on all credit card statements, on the Apple Pay statements, and on their own bank statements. So instead of getting charged $100 for a purchase, you were getting charged $200. But now Bank of America is working on returning all that money to all the people that were affected by this glitch. So there's no economic advantage for retailers because they don't get any extra money and they still have to pay the same fees they used to pay to the credit card every time a credit card is swiped. It provides less consumer data for businesses. This is pretty bad for them because when you swipe and buy something from a retailer, that information is stored for advertisement, for just basically to get you to buy more stuff from them and advertise towards what you want. And it's also a solution in search of a problem. Basically, Apple Pay, when they first advertised it, they were trying to show that it takes more time to swipe a credit card than it does to use Apple Pay. So it really is like maybe 30-second difference to a minute. So it's not that much of a painful problem that they created a solution for, but it is one disadvantage of Apple Pay.
So to wrap up, Apple has made its own sort of digital wallet. It's really easy to use for individuals especially, and for businesses and retailers as well. There's a few drawbacks, including the glitches and how it works with the retailers, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. It's a fairly new system. What we learned through this is that Apple, along with other companies beforehand, has taken something that we could only fathom in the past and is making it reality. Thank you.